Welcome back everyone, I'm Capacitor Games, this is EVE Online. Let's do another level 4 mission, shall we? And the mission we have today is the Assault. Now this one can be a real pain. There are 3 rooms in total, I do believe. The first room can be really quite annoying. It has a lot of elite cruisers and elite frigate. Elite frigates will warp jam and web you, and the elite cruisers will do heavy E-war. And because we are fighting Serpentis, that E-war is going to come in the form of sensor dampeners. And sensor dampeners are going to reduce our maximum targeting range by a lot. They're also going to drastically increase the time it takes to target things. So the first room gets really quite annoying. Agent pay 1.15 million if we complete the mission, almost 7,000 loyalty points, and another 1.34 million if we complete the mission within 6 hours. So again, it's one of the bigger ones. Let's accept, note the time, 13:25. Let's note down the time, 13:25. Undock and do the mission.
Warp drive active.
Luckily there is no travel involved, it is in this system. And we'll be lazy and just turn everything on but the shield booster. And this is the same fit as we've been using all the way through this series with the 800mm repeating cannons. We have not refitted to 1400mm yet.
Warp drive
And to be honest,
active.
I'm not sure we will. Even if we get a long range mission, I think we'll just stick with the fit we have and use the Microwarpdrive to close range on things. It's worked out for us so far. It just lets us directly compare the clearing times of every mission if we use exactly the same fit. As we see, quite a lot of enemies. In 4 groups. There are this group up here, which is 4 battleships. This group here, which is all the elite stuff. So I'm going to hold control, drag a box, turn Bastion on. This group here, which is mainly battlecruisers and battleships, and this one here, which is destroyers and battlecruisers and battleships. As we see, these ones here are elite. They have huge resistances, but we're a Vargur, so goodbye. These are the things which will sensor damp us, and a lot of the battleships will also try and sensor dampen us, which is not fun. So I'm hoping to kill one before they get some damps on. Here come the damps. Let's try and get rid of the... No. Okay, we're going to have to change to a targeting range script and hope that that then lets us target them. Looks like it is. Right, let's just get rid of another cruiser. No, I did not want to target the wreck. I do not want to shoot the wrecks. We want to salvage them. Okay, that's good. That's another cruiser going down. That's taken some of the damps off the field. There goes a frigate. You notice how long it took us to target lock that frigate? Because it's a small target, we're a very big ship, and we're heavily sensor damped. Let's get rid of them. Next, I like to go for the 4 battleships up here. If I can actually target them successfully. There we are. Leave these 2 groups to the end. There is a reinforcement wave, which happens when you attack. I think it's one of the ships in the group on the right. It could be one of the ships in the middle, I cannot remember. But there is a reinforcement wave. So you want to get rid of the elite group, which is the second group on the left. They must be the first things to die. Then you can take out these 4 battleships and then the other 2 groups. The destroyers will pretty much be one-shotted by 1 gun. The battlecruisers, maybe 2 or 3 rounds each. They're very squishy. So far so good. Not anticipating there being any problem on this mission. We've got rid of the problematic wave right there. I'll notice that the other 2 groups are just sitting there not doing anything. They do not aggress, they do not care that you've just blown up all of their elites, and they do not care that we've blown up 4 of their battleships. Some missions, the groups do aggression from each other, and in this one they don't, which makes life so much easier. This is like the middle ground between drones and mercenaries, which were the first 2 missions we had in this particular series. drones never drop anything and mercenaries always drop something, so today we've got the middle ground. Some things will drop stuff and some things won't. Okay, let's just target lock lots of things, because we're going to kill things extremely quickly after this battleship goes down. Let's just turn the shield tank on, shall we? Okay, well, let's see how fast we can kill destroyers. 2, 3, 4. Yep, off they go. 4 dead destroyers. Jolly good. Let's target everything else. I believe that the reinforcement wave contains more elite frigates, so we're going to have to watch out for that appearing. Sometimes you get a message in local about it, sometimes it flashes up on screen. Missions are an ancient and janky game mechanic, so you're never quite sure what the triggers are or where you're going to get warned about it. Oops, there's another battlecruiser there I had not targeted yet. There they go. Let's just put one gun on each, shall we? Then we'll work on the rear admirals, who are the lower value battleships. The Vice Admiral and the Admiral are worth considerably more, so I'm thinking they might be the triggers. So far, no trigger.
A module has run out of charges.
Oh, that's annoying. Run out of ammo. Well, that guy had a sliver of hull remaining. Right, now you can go away. There he goes. Still no reinforcement wave. This is good. So we'll get rid of the rear admirals, then the admiral. No, then the vice admiral, then the admiral. I should probably save location on one of these wrecks. That looks to be right in the middle of this pocket, so we'll do that one. Here we go. I'm missing this guy quite a lot because he is orbiting. He's established his orbit path at around 45 kilometers. Well, we're hitting them fine. You'll notice this Vice Admiral is still on approach and still a yellow box because that will be blaster fitted. As we see, these are blasters on it. So if you let him get close, he'll really put the hurt on you. But then again, we've destroyed almost everything else, so 3 battleships hammering on us is not going to put this tank into any kind of danger. Okay, so the rear admirals were not the trigger. Okay, this guy is now in range, and this status effect we see is his sensor damps, which he's now turned off. I think we should just delete him next anyway, even if he is the trigger. He's nice and close, so he should go down very quickly. There we are, message in local chat about the reinforcement wave, and very soon they will appear. Here they are. Yes indeed, there are 3 more elite frigates. So hopefully by the time we've targeted them, he'll be dead, or the other way round. Almost. That's good enough. Right, let's just delete these frigates, if we can. Because again, they will warp jam and web you. And then we'll go back to the Port Admiral. This is the lowest value, so it should blow up relatively quickly. We'll just drag it here, put the Admiral to the back. If you aggressed the whole room and triggered this spawn, this mission can be pretty difficult. Especially if you do not eliminate all these elite things first, because then you'll be heavily sensor damped and basically unable to target anything. I may at some point move to a different empire because several missions, this being one of them, have different versions depending on where you're fighting. Because I am in Galenti space, the native NPCs are Serpentis, which is why we've got the Serpentis version of this mission. There is, I believe, a Gyrostabilizer version of this mission, in which case it will not be sensor dampening, it will be ECM. And ECM is a taunt, which means the only thing you can target is the thing that's ECMing you, and you lose all other target locks. That doesn't sound so bad, because you think, that's okay, I'll just kill the thing that's target locking me, that's ECMing me. But then what if this Court Admiral was ECMing us, and he stopped ECMing us when he was only half dead, and then something else got an ECM lock on us, and we would lose lock on him and be forced to fire on the new target. And whilst we were attacking the new target, this guy would repair himself, and then the new target would stop ECMing, and this guy would start ECMing again. So ECM can be quite annoying. But luckily, if you're in a Marauder, you can kill them before they do that.
Warp drive active.
Well, that was just perfect. The Bastion module ran out at exactly the same time as that last guy died. Right, that's room 1 done. And it has been 12 minutes since we began the mission. Welcome to room 2. Lots of enemies. There are some annoying frigates right up close, but I think 3 of them are far enough away that we can get them with the gun turrets. It would have helped if I had changed back over to a scan resolution script. There we are, now we can target them. Let's just try and gun these things. Good, got one of them, hoping to get another one, maybe the third one as well. The other one at 13k is too close for our guns, so we'll spit our drones out, we'll let them go and chew on him. Even though he's elite, and he probably will drop aggro on us and change it to the drones, it's not so bad if it's only one of them. If we were to put our drones out at the start and try and kill these 3, all 4 of these elite frigates, they would just demolish our drones very, very quickly. Well, the frigate's still red boxing us, which is good for us. Not so good for him. As soon as that battlecruiser dies, I'm going to aggress Group 3 by destroying its destroyers. Then bring the drones in, they have served their purpose. There they go. And I think I'll turn the tank off, let Cap regenerate a bit. Reload to optimal range script on the tracking computer. Come on, optimal range please, there we are. Of course, that actually increases your accuracy as well, because it increases your fall-off range. So the way that the system works is that if you can increase your fall-off range, then obviously at their maximum fall-off range, your chance to hit is 50%. So it was 60, and this guy's at 51, so he was quite close to that, so our chance to hit was only about 40 something. Now we've extended the fall-off range to 73, he's well inside that, so our chance to hit is higher. Whether or not that is better than directly increasing the tracking is something you can just learn with experience, or find out with trial and error. I think these guys are all close enough now that we can go to tracking speed. Now that they're well inside the 61 fall off, we will actually increase the tracking speed, and we'll do them in order of distance closest first. I do believe there's a reinforcement wave in this room as well. Once again, I cannot remember what the trigger is. I'm assuming it's one of the 2 High Admirals. We'll soon find out. There goes the Commodore. No message in local when we aggressed it, so no reinforcements yet. Turned the tank off because everything's yellow boxing. We're sitting at exactly 100% health. We have lost no hit points in this entire room. Well, since I turned the tank off at least. Okay, there we are. As soon as we shot the High Admiral, message in local. Here are the reinforcements. 3 more annoying little frigates, and quite a lot of Vice Admirals and Flotilla Admiral, and a Flotilla Admiral. Decent bounty on all these things, which is nice. It's more money for us. Come on, High Admiral, die quickly so I can destroy the frigates. Let's just change to optimal range script. We lost a lot because we got sensor damped by the battleships. Just put all 4 guns in each frigate as they get targeted so we can make sure of the kill. There he goes. Jolly good. And when this one dies, I think we'll reload the guns and then open fire on the closest battleship. Then we'll go back over to tracking speed script. Tracking speed, turn it back on, open up with the guns. And once this guy dies, I think we'll go back up to optimal range script. Everything else is close to 60-ish kilometers away. Let's just turn the tracking computer off now, shall we? He's going to die before the cycle ends. Wow. It took us 1 cycle of the tracking computer to kill that thing. What is the cycle time on that? 10 seconds, okay. 10 seconds to kill a battleship. Welcome to the wonderful world of Marauders. We should bookmark a wreck. That one looks like it's fairly central. And I think one of them is red box. Oh no, all 3 of these are yellow box, so they're not even firing at us. They're just closing the range to get their blasters into range. I don't think they're going to get their blasters into range, if I'm honest. I think they're going to explode before they get that close. And we'll just do the flotilla next. Why not? He's worth a little bit less. Very generally and loosely speaking, the lower the bounty something has, the easier it is to kill. That's a very fast and loose rule with many, many exceptions. Well, that flotilla admiral absolutely melted. Let's have a go at this one. I'm going to change the tracking speed script and I'm going to turn Bastion off. Even though it's only got 7 seconds left. That was maybe an error. Or was it? That wasn't that bad actually. I'm just going to approach the gate. And we're still doing well over 1000 DPS with our guns even though Bastion's off. Right, that's him dead. On to the final room. Reload the guns.
Drive active.
And away we go. It's 19 minutes since we began the mission. 2 out of 3 rooms done, including 2 reinforcement waves. And this is the 3rd and final room. Not very many enemies here, if I'm honest. They're all a little bit far away, so we're just going to approach something. Burn towards it with a microwarpdrive, just for a while. You turn the targeting, the tactical overlay on, makes it easier to see the distances. Just target lock all this slot anyway, because they're probably going to be the first things we destroy. Again, these are elite cruisers, you can tell, A, because they've got huge resistances, and B, because their bounty is over 250,000. Okay, these guys seem to be proximity triggered. Well, that's fine. You can do that. Let's just pop Bastion and destroy their frigates and battle cruisers first. Then we'll do the elite cruisers. Annoyingly, we seem to be missing this frigate quite a lot. I should turn the tank on. Hit the frigate, please. Come on, guns. And there we are. Let's just make sure. There he goes. Whoops. Did not mean to shoot the battleship. That's another good thing about autocannons. They have such a fast cycle time that you never really waste much time. As soon as something dies, like 3 seconds later, you're ready to shoot the next target. What is the cycle time on these? I'm sure it's something insane like 1.5 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds. 2-second rate of fire. If we were using artillery, they have like a 14-second cooldown. So after something died, we'd have to wait 14 seconds for the cycle to end before we could attack the next target. All that lost time adds up over the course of a mission. I'm just going to bookmark that wreck that was just created. There we go. This guy's closest, let's take him. I think we'll stay on tracking speed script. Everything's well within our fall off range of 61. So yeah, I actually think this mission starts off hard and gets progressively easier as you progress through the rooms. Room 1 is by far the biggest in terms of spawns and enemies. Room 2 is pretty easy, room 3 is an absolute cakewalk. 2 more enemies. Just check, I have 3 bookmarks, which is good. Almost time to bring out Mr. Noctis for the salvaging operation. I would not normally salvage each mission as I go. I'm only doing that so I can do the running totals for you guys. What I would normally do would be to run missions, just blitz them, dropping bookmarks in every room for 90 minutes, because wrecks only last 2 hours. And after the 90 minutes was up, I get my Noctis and I visit all the bookmarks for all the different mission rooms and all the different missions and clear them up in one fell swoop. But if I did that, we wouldn't know which salvage belonged to which mission. And taking time to salvage things with the Noctis also gives time for the next bounty tick to hit the wallet, so I can tell you exactly how much bounty we made per mission.
Drive active.
Which is why I am doing it the slightly less efficient way. Anyway, let's go and get the Noctis, shall we? Right, some time has passed. I've been out in the Noctis, and the bounty payment has come in. Mission pay 1.15 million, time bonus at 1.34. For that mission, we got 17.792 million in bounty between all 3 rooms. I do believe that is all the bounty for all 3 rooms. There may be another bounty payment due in a few minutes. If that pops up, I will add it in editing. I'm not going to hang around. Loot and salvage, we got 29.6 million ISK, which is fantastic, of which 16.5 million is above 250,000 per unit, which is the valuable sale price. Most of that comes from these 2 beauties. These warp destruction field generators are worth 4.7 each, which is great. And did we get any tags? No, we did not. So no tags, no implants. So that was the Assault, brackets, Serpentis version. I hope to see you for the next level 4 mission. Let's find out what we do next time, shall we? Until then, do look after yourself. I will talk to you again very soon.